Hi everyone. I didn't realize I wasn't going live. I just noticed. Oh my god. I'm hopefully live now. Okay, I don't see anybody just yet. Hi, Green Jar. Well, that's for me. Thank you. Oh, do you mean, can you hear me? I didn't realize that I wasn't 12:02. Yes. Okay. Well, I just happened to look up and said it's the green button said go live. That I've been on for like 10 minutes thinking I was live. Oh, what a day already. Okay, we'll see if we get anybody else. And then I will. Me, I could never go live on YouTube. I didn't think I could either. But it is quite fun. It's also fun meeting new people. Hello, Mo. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's see. What can I start with here? I've been showing things too that I've been crocheting, thinking that I was live, and I wasn't. Okay, we'll just start with this. My little happy sunshine. This little guy, oh, it was a nightmare to make. You got to make sure you get every stitch, because if you skip one stitch, it's completely over. You got to start all over again. But he was worth it because he's adorable. Now the little bee, his little bee, you can do bees. Let me see. It comes with bees and little ladybugs. You can get these little cute little bees and ladybugs off Amazon, along with the safety eyes. Cute. Hi Mo, thank you for joining us. All right, let's do this. I don't know if you'll be able to see the little, oh yeah, you can see it, I guess. Little ladybug. Little butterfly. My fingers are in the way. This is what my health is not really good. So I do crocheting, crafts. Oh, I don't think I've ever crocheted a food. I don't know. I can't remember. All right, we're going to show. Now, these are the worms. Some people call them willy worms. Some people call them worry worms. This is before the eyes. I haven't put his little eyes on yet. But this is with his eyes. I don't know if you guys can see it. He's the fuzzy one, fuzzy worm. You can really use any yarn to make these. You just got to make sure to look at the certain size of the hook that goes with the yarn. I hear my son coming.
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Where are you guys going?
Nowhere.
Oh, you just looking like, oh, you're streaming.
I'm on live.
Do you have the sunscreen?
Yes, it's in here somewhere.
Okay.
You going swimming?
Yeah, with some people from work. I still got to finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that $20 I spent wasn't all Subway. It was also a gas station.
Okay. Be careful, honey.
Okay, I will.
All
I
right.
might be going camping. I'll let you know.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
My son. All right. Let's see. I want to show you guys this adorable, I don't know if I can get it. The fuzzy yarn is adorable. That's one of my favorite yarns, and I can't remember when you buy them and they come wrapped in this, something like this. Now, this isn't to that, but if you look, it will tell you either the number collar or the actual collar. And that fuzzy yarn is my favorite. I don't know if I can get this. This is called I crocheted this a couple weeks ago. This is, and you can find the pattern on YouTube. This is called a Japanese knot bag. And let me tell you something. These things come in handy. I filled this up with like toiletries when we went camping, and it's really strong. So, yep, that's what I spend most of my time doing. When I'm not obviously cleaning, cooking, my husband is at work, and I crochet, I do crafts. And it is, in my opinion, for me, it's relaxing. Amy Flowers wants to use it. So thank you, Green Jar. I love it. I'm thinking, crocheting a bag. I don't know how sturdy the yarn is. I had that thing completely filled with shampoo, soap, razors, toilet paper, things like that to take camping with us, and it held up really good. Yes, you can. I told my husband, I said, I don't know if I want to take this bag. He said, there's only one way to find out if it's going to bust or hold up. So I started packing it full of stuff. Crocheting, it's so enjoyable, and it's so relaxing. Hi, Crafty Lady. Am I missing anyone? Crafty Lady? No. Okay. I would show, I'm working on another worm, but I have to use my camera on my computer, and I know you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. It's very difficult because my fingers are in the way. I really need to consider looking into a camera with a tripod, whatever it's called. It is. I think how I learned how to make that Japanese bag, I think the lady's name on YouTube is Bag O Day. I'll write it down. Bag O. She crochets all kinds of stuff, and I love her. I think this is her name on YouTube. Yeah, I got caught up on some of my house chores, Green Jar, but oh God, I got to fill my dishwasher up next. Oh, you've seen her, Green Jar Bag O Day? Is that her correct name? I think it is. She is very great. I love learning new patterns from her. And she does these I've never won, but that's okay. She does these amazing giveaways of yarn. You know, come Christmas time, my birthday is 2 days after Christmas, and my sister is like, what would you like? And I'm like, yarn or a gift card to any craft store. Yes, if anybody wants to learn how to crochet, I highly recommend going to Bago Day. She's awesome. Of course, I go to other, videos to learn, but that's the bag. The Japanese knot bag. This is her pattern, and it is awesome. It's a little doing the actual bag is not too bad, but believe it or not, the straps is what takes the longest, but it's well worth it. Bago Day Crochet. Okay. Oh, I'm so thrilled that I have other crocheters in here. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought her name was. I wanted to make sure. She's really great. And she doesn't fly through her, videos. She really takes her time to explain what she's doing, how she's doing, what stitch goes where to make your bag. Mo, it took me, I want to say, maybe 2.5 days. I think the bag, if I'm not mistaken, it's single. If you know how to single stitch and triple stitch and front post, you can do it. Oh, I think I started right around, like I said, I was right around 42. Actually, my sister is the one that first started, and she's like, look how cute these are that I just crocheted. I'm like, I want to learn. And then she said, go to YouTube. That's how I learned. I've been wanting to make those water bottle holders, green jar. I think that's going to be my next project that I want to learn. What you want. Exactly, green jar. Right, green jar. You should have seen me when I first started with that chain. Oh my gosh. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. And my husband's like, no, you got this. You got this. And I actually stopped for a couple weeks, but then I went back and I'm determined to do this. And I went right through the chain. I have 2 granddaughters, 4 and 2, and I can't wait to teach them. Hi, Angie. With my other channel name, we do crafts and cocktails. Oh, I would love to join you, Angie. Knitting. Now see, knitting, I don't knit. I think it's a beautiful craft, just like crocheting. I tried. In my personal opinion, some people might think knitting's easier than crocheting. It isn't for me. My aunt actually knits, and she tried. I just couldn't grasp the concept of it. It does sound fun. I really want to join your group, Angie. I can't either, Angie. So for me personally, my opinion, it's a little bit more difficult to grasp than crocheting. Once you get through, um, I personally believe the single, and then you work your way up to the double, and then triple, and then the other stitches are pretty easy once you've been doing it for a while. I've also been wanting to make some coasters and keychains too, which this could actually be turned into a cute little keychain. That's my goal, Mo. Get into crocheting. Hi, Earthling. Does it sound like I'm screaming at you guys? I'm sorry if it does. Knitting seems like it takes 4 hands. It does. I was always asking my Aunt Vicky, how do you do that? She said, well, you're just going to have to sit and watch me. I mean, the things, the endless things are that you can crochet. And people are always coming up with new patterns. It's pretty. I really like it. We'll have to do this again, and I would love for those of you who have already made some stuff, for you to share. I got one more thing. I'm never going to be able to show this in its entirety because it's huge. But this, I don't know if you can see the stitch. Am I upside down? No, I'm not. I don't know if you can see that. It's called, I think it's called the Briar Rose stitch. And I can't remember the name of the lady. I'll show it to you again. It's a blanket, and it is huge. I can't think of the name of the lady that I learned this from, but she also has some really cute and pretty crochet patterns on her page. I'll have to research it. I'll research it, look it up, and then I'll let you guys know who it is that I learned this from. You wouldn't believe the blankets I have in my walk-in closet. Oh my God. And I even gave a bunch actually, to both my granddaughters. My little niece, who will be 3. Oh, that would be really cute, Earthling. I need to make some of those for my daughter-in-law. You know how I'm addicted to crocheting? She's addicted to plants. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's called the, what'd I say? Briar Rose stitch. Thank you, Earthling. Yeah, it's one of my favorite stitches. It's similar to the shell stitch that I also absolutely love. I love the collars. I'll show it to you guys again. It looks like it's got like a cream collar and 2 different browns, and then 2 different peach collars. Wait, I'll show you again. I don't know if you can see all the colors. And it's warm and soft. I love it. I've made, I don't even know, probably 20 or more of those blankets. It's a pretty stitch. That's what I learned. The very first thing I learned to do was a blanket. It could be, yeah, it could be an Afghan or maybe like a, what they call a lapgan. Oh, Earthling. That's really great to have something like that. I mean, I would personally keep handing that down to my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids. It would, Green Jar. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I might do that. Use that yarn to make a shawl. I love shawls, and I love, I've made a couple shawls. I made a couple ponchos. I made a look, this, I don't have a picture of it. I made this beautiful little kid shawl for my oldest granddaughter when she was like 1. She's 4 now. The one thing that I cannot seem to master, that I just completely, I'm like, that's it, I'm done after the 100th try, baby booties. I can't seem to master those. The ombre yarn, I love ombre yarn. Sorry guys, that's my phone. My husband works for, he's at work right now, Pepsi. He's got a full-time job, but this is his part-time job, and he's trying to hang in there at least until January because Pepsi's going to be hiring full-time, and he's going to be getting amazing benefits and a huge pay raise from what he's making now. So please, if you're not a pro, that's fine. Just keep him in your thoughts that he gets that full-time job. I tried to make baby booties, and let me tell you, some people are like, Shelly, I don't know why. That's my real name, Shelly. Grammy, obviously, is for my grandkids. They're like, I don't know why you can't get the hang of the. I mean, there are just certain things that crocheters can catch on like that, and then for me, I cannot do the booties. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, we're really hoping come the first of the year that he's going to be full-time at Pepsi. It's crazy. Our oldest son, he works full-time at Pepsi, and then our middle son, our second son, he used to work at Dr. Pepper full-time, but now he's going to be working in a warehouse not far from where we live. It's just like a family tradition, work at some, and now I just saw that Coca-Cola's hiring. Stuffed animals. I don't have them. I gave them to my granddaughters. Look, if you like doing animals, they have YouTube. I can't think of her name. I need to write this stuff down. Bumblebees. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, penguin. Oh, I've seen a few them things are adorable. That's the 15 years. Wow, that's amazing, Green Jar. I don't think the bumblebees would last long with my granddaughters. They're already asking Grammy, please crochet some more bumblebees. They got their collars picked out. Yes, they are, Earthling. They're so cute. I really want to look into the penguins. Green. That's a good idea. Black. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you could. Black is a nightmare. Black yarn is a nightmare to work with. My sister will text me once in a while and she's like, guess what nightmare color I'm working with now? On one of the wings. Yeah, he's just a little different. That's okay. Yes, exactly, Earthling. I guess I could show you. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. If you guys, I just very recently started taking orders on my crochet stuff, and I really like to, you want it to look professional. So I ordered yesterday these adorable drawstring gift bags, and they're not the paper or anything. They're the really like mesh, I guess you could say, drawstrings. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. So if you ever take orders, Amazon will be your best friend. Let's see if I can get these to show up. Can you see that? Oh, I'm lopsided. I like to use these. Good luck finding a thin enough string to put them through. I literally had to take one of my very thin yarns and at the tip pull it apart to feed it through the holes. But these look adorable. I like to put little bows, on the top of the gift bag. And I like to add these too. Handmade with love. Now you can get these made with your handmade by Grammy, handmade by your name, or handmade by with love. They're very, very cute. And believe me, I search high and low for cute things like this for a reasonable price. And you get, let me see if it says. Okay, 50 of these come to a bag for like, oh, how much did I pay? No more than $8 or $9 for these. You can just Amazon has got like these little bees and the safety eyes. Oh, and this little butterfly. I got that off Amazon, but very cheap. I think I got maybe 100 in a bag. And also the butterfly antennas is pipe cleaners that I got off from Amazon. Okay, Green Jar. I even crocheted. I don't think. Let me grab it real fast, guys. I think I used it all. Shoot, I did. Okay, I used all the yarn. But it's called, I think, the Bopper. It's super soft. I crocheted, only had enough yarn to crochet like a runner on the foot of my bed. And it turned out really pretty. I did the double crochet stitch for that. I've seen some of these very seasoned crocheters that's been crocheting 30, 40 years. Crochet Santa Claus, Mrs. Santa Claus, with her little bonnet and her little eyeglasses. Adorable. I'm thinking I'm not that good. Oh, I've seen those circular. I think my aunt has some. I think so. I think the circular needles, that's for knitting. Things like this. And you wouldn't believe, it's almost embarrassing how much, how many crochet hooks I have. And I always make sure I have plenty of sewing needles to sew in the ends. All of this, just about all of my crocheting supplies, my yarn, my needles, my stitch markers, sewing needles, everything came from Amazon. And Michael's. I wouldn't even begin to know where to even start how to use them. The circular needles. Next time you guys see me, my hair might be a little bit shorter. I can't stand it. It looks horrible. I know how you feel, Earthling. God, when I first started crocheting my very first animal, its head was probably this big. I don't know what I did. That's probably, I think I ended up using a very thin yarn, with this huge hook. I bought yarn like one time at Hobby Lobby. I know a lot of people love Hobby Lobby, but their yarn tends to be a little pricey. Now, when I go to Michael's, oh, the best news ever. The little town I live in is called Fairmont. We have nothing. Like no craft store at all. which is very disappointing. But we are getting a Michael's finally. August 19th is their grand opening day. And that's my favorite craft store because I can find just about every time I go, they're having sales on something. Did I make a bigger body to go with it? No, I'm like, oh my God, I can't give this to nobody. But after a while, I started, hanging in there practicing, and I finally got it. I think it was a bear, maybe I was trying to make. Sell craft supplies. I go yard selling, mainly with the goal is to find yarn, hooks. I found stitch markers for like a penny each, and I'm like, okay, let me have these. Exactly. You got to go and look. You can luck out big time. Sometimes I go and I find absolutely nothing, but there are times just right across the street, like a year ago for me, the big hefty black garbage bags, I found 2 of those for like $25. Yes, exactly. I was very brand new, and people were saying, "Shelly, check your gauge," and I'm like, "What's that?" Now I can pretty much. This is my chain, and I can I can instantly look at somebody's chain, and so they need to loosen that up. And I always like, especially if I'm filling orders like I did a couple days ago for my cousin. You really want to make sure it looks obviously as good as it can possibly look. So I always make sure, um, if you're a tight chainer, you need to go up a hook size and then go back to your regular size. Yes, you should have seen, my husband was with me, and he's like, "Oh Lord, of course this is what you would find." I'm like, I can't pass up this deal. Yarn is not exactly cheap. Now, you might luck out, like I said, if I go to Michael's, and that's the only time I buy yarn. When I go to Michael's, when I know they're having sales on a lot of their yarn, then I will stock up on yarn. And you wouldn't believe the yarn I have. I would say I have probably over 300 skeins of yarn because I'm addicted, highly addicted. Thrift shop. I need to go to my local thrift shop and look because I haven't been there. Oh my gosh, probably 3 or 4 years. I'm always constantly checking on Michael's to see when they're going to have yarn on sale. Oh, green jar. Yeah, your husband sounds like mine. I mean, it could be like 6 months since I bought yarn, and my husband's like, "Didn't you just go yarn shopping?" Like, yeah, 6 months ago. Thank you for joining us, Angie. Have a good day. Well, guys, let's see how long have we been on here. 40 minutes. Okay. I think I am going to go. I actually need to go pick up my prescription that I completely forgot about. I would really love to do like a, I mean, if everybody's up to it, you can let me know, like a crochet along or something. I would love to do that. I would love to show you guys how to make the adorable worms, butterflies. I will attempt to. With this little guy was a nightmare to make. Oh my god. I'm like, never again. And I only made one of him. So, but I would really, really love to get to set up a time, a date, for maybe a crochet along, because it is my absolute addiction. I was a smoker for years, for over 30 years, and I quit smoking back in 2017. And I just really wanted to pick up. I was crocheting a little bit, but not a lot. But when I quit smoking, I really got into crocheting. Oh, great, Green Jar. Then I would really love to set up a time and date. I can always, let you guys know through my community on YouTube. I would love to do a crochet along. And it'd be a great way to learn for those who would like to have crafty stuff like this at General. My Dollar General, trust me, I checked Dollar General, Family Dollar. I do know that some, I don't think all Dollar Trees have yarn. I will definitely, come up with a date, time to make sure everybody's going to be available, and then we can do a crochet along. I can try to teach you the best I can for my crappy camera here how to do. We'll start something easy like the worms. The worms are a piece of cake to make. Dollar Tree has yarn and hook. Oh, they have hooks too, Green Jar? I thought they only had yarn. I'll have to go and look sometimes. Okay, well, I guess it depends on from store to store. Oh, thanks, Mo. I just hope I can, you know, I'll have to probably bring you this way to where you can see what I'm doing. Good. It's not too bright or too dark in here. I was going to shut my blinds and I forgot. Yes, Walmart does. I think they pretty much have all, I think they have like all the crocheting supplies that you can need. I don't know about stitch markers though. I don't know. I always order my store stitch markers and needles and hooks and yarn. I usually get it from Amazon, except for my yarn. I do go to Michael's for my yarn. So has Walmart also has hooks? Yes. And sometimes you can get lucky and find some really pretty, good quality yarn from Walmart. Bobby pins, that's a great idea. I've seen some, when I'm learning a new pattern on YouTube, some people just cut off a small, if you don't have no stitch markers, just a small strand of yarn works perfectly for a stitch marker. I hope so. I mean, I don't want people to think that, I'm doing this just to gain things. I really love um, crocheting, and I've never taught people how to crochet before, but I'm willing to give it a try. People want to learn, And I'm not going to throw people right into the most difficult pattern because I wouldn't want people to do that to me. So we'll start with something very, very easy like worms. If you can single crochet and double crochet, you can do these worms, no problem. Yes, Green Jar. Just make sure, make sure you're using a different color scrap yarn for your stitch marker. It works perfectly. I've done it. I don't even know how many times I've used scrap yarn for a stitch marker. You can use, like you said, bobby pins or a safety pin. I ordered these really cute stitch markers, the little, I think they're daisies. Daisy stick. That's my favorite flower. Okay, guys, I am going to go. I need to run to I completely forgot I had a prescription at the pharmacy. I need to go pick it up. So within the next few days, I'll sit down and try to come up with the date, time, and make sure all of you are available for that certain time and day. And then we will try to do a crochet along. I think it would be fun. And hopefully, we might get new crafters, crocheters, and join this, whatever. And then I will start. That video will consist of me, hopefully, trying to teach you guys how to crochet one of the willy worms. Because I don't think passion projects are that attention because it's pure. I agree. Yes, I don't care. I could care less. I just have fun going live, getting together with you guys. We won't mention names who is the greedy one. Yay, wormies. Yep, that's what we'll plan then. I'll come up with a date, time, and then we'll go on live, and I'll teach you guys how to make. They're not mine. Like I want to make that perfectly clear. Everything that I made, teach you guys the worms, butterflies, blank, whatever. It's not my pattern, so I cannot take the credit for that. Oh, Earthling, I'm glad you're being lifted up. Yeah, creature. Yeah, no, I'm not that woman. I would never be that woman. I don't know how she even lives with herself. I don't know how she sleeps at night. I'll say that. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. And then the next few days, I will post on YouTube in the community area or a video, something. I'll let you guys know what I come up with. And then we can get together for a crochet along. I think that would be really fun. Okay, you all take care. Thanks for joining me. See you later.